Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at how to optimize above the fold content for performance. By the end of this video, you'll understand how above the fold content affects your site's load performance and what you can do to improve that. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all new Avada videos. Alright, let's jump in. Above the fold content is the content that loads in the initial viewport in the browser, and this content has a big effect on the website load time and the scores you get with Google PageSpeed and other speed measurement tools. Improving the performance of the above the fold content will therefore help with the measurement of the important Core Web Vitals. For more info on Core Web Vitals, please see the link below the video. I'm on an older version of the Science website here, and I've already optimized the site by running the Avada Performance Wizard. See the link below the video for more information on that process. I'll just run a lighthouse test to show our starting point. It's important you do this in an incognito window as I'm using here, otherwise the scores will be worse due to admin asset loading. I'm running a lighthouse test instead of Google PageSpeed as I'm on a local server. I'll just right click and choose Inspect. And also as it loads, this is the desktop site here, and we want to test the mobile scores, as that is the focus of Google's tests. So I'll just toggle the device toolbar and refresh this page, just to make sure I'm getting any specific mobile content. I also want to use Moto G4 as the device, as that's what Google PageSpeed uses. Now I'll head to the Lighthouse tab. I'll just choose Performance on mobile and generate the report. Okay, so as we can see, our PageSpeed score is okay, but nothing to write home about. The Performance Wizard has optimized the options, but here we can definitely improve this further by optimizing the above the fold content. This is primarily because the site uses a slider at the top of the page. As we can see in the metrics, there are some issues, with the Largest Contentful Paint being the worst one. Below this are insights, diagnostics, and past audits, all of which can help you troubleshoot the issues. In this case, as I mentioned, the biggest issue with the above the fold content is the slider. Sliders use JavaScript and positioning for correct displaying in the viewport, so for above the fold content they are not always the best choice. Because they rely on JavaScript, they are slower to load because they need to wait for the rest of the page to be loaded. Likewise, elements like image carousels, toggles, or any elements with moving parts should be avoided above the fold. They are both slower to load and can cause layout shift. Okay, so let's redesign this page content to improve our loading scores. To start off with, I'm going to go to the Page Options and the Slider tab to turn this slider off. In this case, there's nothing here we can't recreate within a container, and that's going to load quicker. You could also just turn visibility off on mobile if you really wanted a slider on desktop, but for this video let's just remove it entirely. Okay, so now I'm going to make a new hero container that mimics the slider. I'll start with a new 1.1 container here. The first thing I'm going to do is edit the container, and on the General tab, change the height to minimum height. In the minimum height field, I'm going to enter a value of calc parentheses space 100 VH space minus 150 pixels space parenthesis. This says the container should be 100% of the vertical height of the viewport minus 150 pixels, which is the height of the header. This is more performant than using full height because full height uses JavaScript while minimum height just uses CSS. I also need to change the column alignment to center. On the Design tab, I'll give the container a bit of padding and then head to the Background tab and Images and upload a background image for our container. I'll find the one called Science Hero and add that. As well as this, because we know this image is going to be above the fold, we want to turn the Skip Lazy Loading option on here so that lazy loading isn't enabled for this image. This will speed up the time to load the image, which is especially important as this background image is going to be our largest contentful paint. Just note this option will only appear if you're using the Avada Lazy Loading option. And finally, down the bottom here, I'll set the background parallax to fixed. Okay, so now I can add my elements. I've already saved them to the library, so I will just add a title element, a text block element under that, and then a nested column with the two buttons. Alright, there's our new hero. It looks great and is basically the same as the slider, but due to the large background image we can optimize this content even better for mobile. So I'll make this container not render on mobile and we can create specific content for that. So on the Extras tab, I'll add some rendering logic here. Instead of simply hiding the container with the element visibility option, for load times, it's better this container only gets rendered when we want it to. So I will click on Add New Logic, and for this example, this container is only going to render when device type is not equal to mobile. For more information on conditional element rendering, please see the link below the video. Okay, so now we need some content for mobile. I'll create a new 1.1 container under this first one, and I'll just switch to mobile view from the toolbar. I'll edit the container, and I'll set the interior content width option to 100%, and I'll just remove that left and right padding. And on the Extras tab, I'll set some rendering logic. This one will say render only when the device type is equal to mobile. Alright, the column defaults are fine here, so let's add some content. I'm going to add an image element here. I'm going to add the image via an element rather than as a background image, as this makes it more responsive. Image elements use a range of image sizes, and so the browser picks the most suitable image size for the device. This keeps our file size small. Browsers can also discover image elements before background images, and therefore start loading them earlier. So this means our image element should be faster to load than our large desktop background image. I'll choose this image here in the media library, which is only 800 by 600 pixels. Again, as this will be above the fold on mobile, I'll set fetch priority to be high and set skip lazy load to yes. Okay, one final container for mobile. I'll just add that in from the library here. This one also has rendering logic for it only to display on mobile. Okay, so on mobile we now have these two containers, and on desktop and tablet we have this one instead. Okay, that's it. Let's save this page. Now before we retest, the final thing I want to do is regenerate the critical CSS for this page. The critical CSS is the CSS necessary to style the above the fold content. When generated for a page, this will be loaded in the page head, with the rest of the styles moved to the footer, which should mean the above the fold content is quicker to be styled, and we have less render blocking time. In addition to the critical CSS, this process will also check above the fold for any images set to skip lazy load. If found, it will add these images to be preloaded by the browser. This should improve the load time of our most important images as well. I enabled the critical CSS feature when I ran the Performance wizard, but you can also enable this from the Global Options Performance tab. Okay, let's head over to the critical CSS page, which is found under Maintenance, Critical CSS. I generated critical CSS when I ran the Performance wizard, so let's regenerate that now for the new content. So when that's done, it's time to check out the new Lighthouse test results. Let's come back to our incognito window and refresh this content. Now we can see our mobile content is different. And now let's run our Lighthouse report again. And this time the scores are much better. Our Largest Contentful Paint and Cumulative Layout Shift are both good, and this is a good score in anyone's book. A final note here, if your Largest Contentful Paint is not an image but is instead text, you may want to use our preload option for the specific font weight that is required. Remember to check our documentation for other performance related tips and tricks, like our Avada optimization guide, also linked below. And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Avada tutorials and deep dives. And if you have any questions or need help, feel free to create a support ticket. Our team is always ready to help. As always, thank you for choosing Avada.